Hey folks, on today's episode we're going to be removing the scratches out of this 2009 16-year-old Vauxhall Insignia. So on the last episode we used the headlight restoration kit, which worked very well. So I decided to go ahead and buy the scratch removal kit for the paintwork. So in a very similar way, you get the drill attachments. With this you get the paste for the paintwork. This one is for the headlights, and you just basically put the paste on, move it around. Works super simple. I also decided to buy the snow foam lens, and it worked very well. So I'm actually recording the intro at the end of this. As you can see, the car looks very good, with the exception of some stone chips. But other than that, I've got the scratches out, the swirls are out, and it's looking very nice. So first we need to prepare the surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to rinse it with just water, and then we're going to foam it up using the gold class. I chose this because it doesn't have any wax in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wipe it down and dry it off, and then we're going to go around the car and we'll see what we're working with. Now I'm just going to use the jet wash to give it a quick rinse, and then we'll put the snow lance on and then clean it all down. Don't worry, it's not going to be a massive cleaning montage. For the jet wash, I'm only using water, and I'm using a Karcher one. If anyone can recommend a different brand to me, that would be great, because I've had one Karcher jet wash break and 2 window vacuums break. I'm really not happy with them. You only need 100 mils, and then you top the rest up with 900 mils of water, so just up to the 1000 mark there. Next up we're going to be foaming it up. So it's the first time I'm using this, so fingers crossed it's all going to go well. If you're interested in any of the products in this video or any of the other videos, you can scan the QR code and that will take you to the Amazon store at no additional cost to you. The products in the store are things that I've used with my own money. I'm not sponsored by these companies and I genuinely use them, plus links in the description. The bits that you've checked out before, things like the door handles where you know you've got the scratches, and the kind of areas you know where you're going to be working on, give it an extra clean. So you really want the surface to be nice and contaminant free. That's the snow foam done. Very good stuff. I do recommend it. I'll put it in the Amazon shop, but let's rinse the car and let's go from there. Rinse off with water. Now we dry the car. I'm just using a rubber wiper blade. I think I actually got it from IKEA. And then we're just going to dry the car using the microfiber cloth. This one is a good quality one, but we want to get all the water spots off. It's the first time I've used a large high quality one, and it is a game changer. Once the car's clean and dry, it might be an idea to print off a vehicle inspection sheet like the ones that you do when you hire a car, and go around and mark the scratches, because you may notice new ones. You'll be amazed just by giving it a good deep clean and dry how many of the fine little scratches you'll actually get out the paintwork. So when it comes to paintwork, you've got the primer, which they put onto the metal, and then they actually have the paint where you see the colour, so mine's black, and then you have something called a top coat, which is a clear coat, and what that does is it protects the paint from UV rays and UV damage, and what they do is they layer it up. So a lot of the fine scratches that you see, especially the kind of lighter white ones, or ones that look a little bit similar to your paintwork, that's scraping the clear coat. So let's talk about the kit now. Let's talk about real world expectations when it comes to this kit. So if you can run your nail along the paintwork and your nail goes into it and it's like a little click, it usually means you've gone down to the metalwork or the primer and you're not gonna really achieve too much with this. You might tidy it up a little bit. This is really for kind of fine to medium scratches, which I'll show you. So let's check out the panel at the front. So this section of the car is a good example. So if you watch the headlight restoration, you know that somebody has hit the car. And so we've got a range of different scratches here. So here you've got like a medium to deep. And then you've got a very deep one here where you can't really run your nail down, whereas this one you can. This one will definitely not come out with it. It might tidy it up a little bit, and I'll show you a zoomed in view. We also have a chip mark from the paint where it's come off, but we've also got a few of the grazes here, probably from hedgerows, and I've got some down on the wheel arches, which I'll show you in a second. The wheel arch is a great example of what the kit can actually remove. So we have a lot of small scuff marks. As we jump ahead, you can see the final results. You can see that the vast majority of the scuffs have been removed. That includes on the wing. As you can see on the first part of the scratch, the majority of the damage has been removed from the paintwork. As expected, the second half only tidied up a little bit, but it is deep. So we have the light scratches all the way down here. So what you do is on your sponge, If you put on too much, then what will happen is as the drill is rotating, it will start flicking out to the side, which you don't want, and simply just dab it around so you got a thin layer around. Each section that I did with the drill attachment took me less than 3 minutes to do. Rewash the area for best results, because that way you'll get rid of the paste. I've sped up the footage, but you can actually buy the compound paste by itself, and if you got your own machine polisher, you can use one of those. Once I actually recorded this video, I did go ahead and use a machine polisher on the rest of the vehicle to get rid of the swirls. Give it a little buff. You can see the improvement already. I repeated the process, and then after I washed the car, it looked very good. I am very impressed with that. Literally took no effort at all. Still got a little bit here. Other than that, it's basically gone on section 2. You can see where I've not done, or the big bumper here, and the section that I have done, which is here. Very happy. The side mirrors tend to have a lot of scratches, so we'll do that next. You do your mirrors, fold them in, and they won't bounce around as much. I've sped up the footage just so the video doesn't get too long, but after the drill attachment I wiped off the mirror with a wet cloth and then a dry one, and this is the final results. You can see a lot of the scratches have been removed and it looks much better. Let's do the door handle. Much better, much better. We'll do a recap of what the car looks like before, so you can see the swirls in the paint marks, you can see the scuffs along the wheel arches here. So once I had gone around with the drill attachment and done the main sections, which I shown in the video, I went ahead and used my main polisher to actually go around. So I only used the compound and then I re-washed the car. So with the after footage that I'll show you in just a minute, you'll be able to see the difference. So you'll see that the paintwork doesn't have any swirl marks in it. A lot of the scratches have been removed. I still have the stone chips in there, which I might address at a later date. For a kit that I paid less than £30 for, I wasn't really expecting much, but I've been very happy with the Meguiar's range in general, which is why I went and used them. I've been using the ceramic wax for a long time too, which is why the paintwork is popping and is very reflective, which means it's been very hard to actually film this because you can see the reflection in the paintwork. If you are new to the channel, this is the type of terrain that my vehicle goes through quite often. Not only do I work all over the UK and go through country lanes and stuff, but I also go car camping. But let's check out the final results. As you can see, the swirl marks are now gone as I've done the machine polishing, but you've also had all the scratches removed. You can still see stone chips going through and the dent is still there. I may address the dent because I've seen a kit online for around £20, which I might experiment with. Above and below the deep scratch, the finer lines have been removed, but the deep scratch is still there as expected. But you can see overall the rest of the paintwork is looking very good. I might buy one of the small paint repair kits to address the stone chips. If anyone has any experience with them, please let me know if they're any good. But here we go, you can see the lights here, which have really came up really well from the repair kit that I did last time. If you find the video helpful, please like, and then if you could leave like a thank you comment, that'd be great. It just lets me know that I'm doing something right, that's all. Thanks for sticking around and liking the video if you have. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome if you are new. The links for any of the products that I've used in the video are in the description below, but you've got the QR code at the top at no extra cost to you. But thanks for watching, thanks for being fans.